Hello, and welcome to Just Common Sense. My name is A.W. Wells, and I'll be your host through this series of videos on the U.S. Constitution. So, what is Just Common Sense about? It's our intention to show how our forefathers feared an overlarge, powerful, and controlling government, and how by inattention, the people of the United States have allowed power-hungry public officials to strip the people of this country of our privacy, morals, and freedoms, so that we as a people can be better controlled by those in power to fulfill their own ends. Since the founding of this country, we as a people have been asked by our representatives to surrender certain rights to our government for the common good. National emergencies have occurred or been contrived and have caused our government to ask us to give up our rights to personal privacy and personal security. Wars, drugs, and terrorism have been some of the most recent reasons on a 200-year-long list of small compromises in the law that have compounded over the years till we have come to the point where the majority of our current laws are so contrary to the rights of what is guaranteed to us in our Constitution. To support the abuse of constitutional laws in this country, we have presidents appoint Supreme Court justices and a Congress that confirms appointees that support a particular viewpoint so as to legislate from the bench instead of strictly interpreting the laws as is their job. Case in point, was it constitutionally legal to place Japanese Americans in internment camps during World War II, stripping them of their personal property and detaining them without criminal charges? Or more recently, the government has deemed it necessary, because of drugs and terrorism, that myself, my property, my communications may be searched without any warrant at all. Has our Supreme Court ever even read the Constitution? At times, I really wonder. It's our goal, here at Just Common Sense, to use this series to look at the U.S. Constitution and its amendments one by one, to better understand its plain meaning, and to show some examples of abuses of its interpretation where its intent has been totally disregarded. We wish to entertain you, to make you think about how things should be, but most of all, to bring action where action is needed. Many say the Constitution is an evolving document. Here I strongly disagree. In the words of our first president and a founding member of our country, George Washington, if in the opinion of the people, the distribution or modification of constitutional powers be in any particular wrong, let it be corrected by an amendment in the way which the Constitution designates. But let there be no change by usurpation, for through this, and in one instance may be the instrument of good, it is the customary weapon which free governments are destroyed. End quote. If this document was evolving, subject to willy-nilly interpretation of the day, then the amendment process would not have been provided. The amendment process is lengthy, and it's hard for those with an agenda. So instead, we get reactionary judges to legislate from the bench, changes that do not agree with the Constitution, and we ignore the discrepancy. The U.S. Constitution, it's not a complex document, nor is it difficult to understand. I challenge everyone to become familiar with it. For in the words of Thomas Jefferson, if once the people become inattentive to the public affairs, you and I and Congress, assemblies, judges, and governors shall all become wolves. It seems to be the law of our general nature in spite of individual exceptions. End quote. So please, join us in our future videos. From all of us here at Just Common Sense, we wish you a happy and free tomorrow.